Welcome back to another episode of The Chief Lego Fanatic. Today we are going to be doing an in-depth look at Harry Potter Icons Collector's Edition. Alright, this is set number 76391, Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition. It's 3,010 pieces. It's rated for 18 plus. It's got lots of different elements that you would, obviously, or icons that you would think to see in the Harry Potter series. From Hedwig to a golden snitch to the acceptance letter to some potion bottles, wand, chocolate frog. So let's get going. All right, so let's start off with some of the standalone elements that aren't part of the larger section of the set. If you notice, we have Harry's glasses, nice round. It's a pretty easy little section to build. It's about 15 pieces by itself. We got a nice little chocolate frog. A lot of good Lego element usage. Usually these are used for like fences, but they make really good feet for the frog. These round pieces for the eyes. The mouth is actually open. You can actually pose the legs to a degree. They more swing out this way, but it's kind of neat that they are posable. And then even the front feet are kind of posable. And then we have this little box, or this little vial of Felix Felicis, or liquid luck. That came in handy. And then we have this, which is some golden statues of McGonagall, Hagrid, and Dumbledore. It's meant to look kind of like a chocolate frog card, hence the blue background and then the framing around it. It does just have Albus's name here, Harry Potter, of course. And then I think that there's either some more of these golden characters that I haven't found yet or haven't seen, or they're coming out with more because these end sections actually come off. If I can get it to come off in one piece. Oh, this part didn't want to come off. But these are actually extensions, which this part should come out so that this one can go in. But it does make an extension onto it to add 3 more characters. And then there's one for the other side as well. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. All right, well, let's look at the larger set itself. All right, so here we have the larger section, the main part of this set. Just to start at the bottom, you do have these different scarves that you can make. So you can pick which house you want to be. Unfortunately, it only allows you to build 2 of the scarves because the yellow and the gray pieces get reused in the other 2. So the Slytherin and for me, the Slytherin and the Ravenclaw ones are kind of hanging out. Personally, I'm a Ravenclaw, but I didn't want to take Gryffindor apart after I built it. Yeah, so these are actually interchangeable. You can swap them out, pick which one you want to be. So at the bottom is actually set as Tom Riddle's diary. This is actually really well designed. It's designed as an open book, vice the others, which are closed. These little pieces here that show the pages themselves are really neat. They're not actually connected to anything. You kind of slide them in. If you watch my build video, you can see where I slide them in. We have the wand. The wand actually is connected, but it can be taken off. If I can take it off without breaking it. There we go. Yeah, so the wand actually looks pretty neat. The handle is very detailed. All the different ridges. Yeah, it's actually about 9 inches long, which, if I remember correctly, actually it's probably longer. It's probably close to like 13 inches long, which I'm not sure how long Harry's wand was. I don't remember, but it's actually meant to mirror or be very similar to what his wand was. All right, just above it, we have 2 books. I think one is Divinations and the other is Potions. I don't remember correctly. The one neat thing about the instructions, which I have the instruction booklet right here, which I could look it up. The instructions actually talk about each of the different elements as you're building. So it talks about Tom Riddle's diary. It talks about the scarves. It talks about Harry's wand. It's really well done. And then next we have our acceptance letter. It's dear, and then it's kind of blank. I'm not really sure why they didn't write Harry's name here, because that would have made sense. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Students shall be required to report to the Chamber of Reception upon arrival, the dates for which have been duly advised. Please ensure that the utmost attention be made to the list of requirements attached herewith. We very much look forward to receiving you as part of the new generation of Hogwarts heritage. Signed, Professor McGonagall, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So that's really detailed. One nice thing is this does have some decals, which I've said time and again how much I love decals. This is not a decal. These are actually printed on. So yeah, it looks really nice. We have these potion bottles. This one actually is attached, but these here, they have a little cage that they fit into. This one we have gillyweed, and then powdered root of asphodel. These are actually pretty much all of the decals that exist in the set go onto these potion bottles. One slightly annoying thing is this set's about 300 or about 3,000 pieces. Just between these three that are the potions, this is probably 200 pieces. You just dump it into the bottle. That's kind of, to me, that's kind of a cheating way to bump up the piece count. They did a very similar thing with the ship in a bottle set, if you saw it. But, I mean, it's a potion, so whatever. We have our golden snitch. It does actually come off, but it's mounted. I like how they mounted it, so it's very clear to see what it is. It has the two wings coming off of it. These golden pieces that it's attached to are typically used as like satellite dishes. So that's a really nice way to reuse pieces. And then, of course, we have Hedwig. Hedwig is absolutely gorgeous, to put it mildly. The way the wings are done, each of these feathers is actually an individual little set that you build, and then the same with the feathers of the tail. It's mounted on a couple of little pins that fit in right here, and then you attach the claws on. The claws actually are designed to where they're looking like they're holding the letter. So in the series, all of the letters are delivered by owl, so that makes that really neat. The head does swivel. The eyes are extremely detailed. It actually has the beak. You can see where the feathers would be over the eyes, the crest on the back of the head. Like I said, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love how they did Hedwig. Now I'll spin this around so we can look at the back. So I think here you can see better each of the individual feathers along the wings. These top ones kind of rotate a little bit, and then the individual feathers across the tail. You can see the different colored markings. Then they have little black pieces kind of spread out to show that he's not a perfect Snow White owl. He's got some like black markings. Extremely, extremely well done. Again, you can see where the potions kind of hang out on this little balcony back here in the back. It has a little Hogwarts stamp on this piece. That one is a decal. That one wasn't printed on. And then you can see the spines of the books. They actually show, or you can see the spine of this book, but it actually has the different colors on it. It's not one solid color. You can see the colors on the front cover. Again, it's extremely well done. These things that actually show some texture, so you can see where the pages would be. These bricks are usually used for like walls, so it's a good parts usage by Lego. They're really good at finding different ways. Finding different ways to use the same parts over and over and over again, so they don't have to customize parts for every set, which would make sets a lot cheaper. So, what do I give this set? Here, I'll move all this stuff back over here so you can see the whole thing. Little Chuck Frog, Felix Felicis. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I know. Then Harry's glasses. I'm going to give the set 9 out of 10. It's extremely well done. It has all of the different iconic things that identified a Harry Potter between the bottles and the chocolate frog and the chocolate frog cards and the scarf and the wings, or the wand and the glasses and Hedwig. The only real negative criticism is the fact that they include the parts so that you can interchange the scarf, but it's not really, because you basically have to take one apart in order to build a new one, and then of course this thing, but that's super minor. So again, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. For everybody that's built this set already, let me know what you guys thought, because I was kind of geeking out the whole time I was putting it together. If you guys want to watch the build video, you can find a link about right over here somewhere. As always, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, so on and so forth. The channel is still slowly growing. Please comment so that I can know what it is I need to improve. And then otherwise, I think my next set is going to be building the World Globe set. It actually just got delivered today. So I'm going to break that open and get it started. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.